Hello, today I will do a tutorial on how to build this showroom for mobile. This is also working with other projects. We will migrate it to an Unreal project that has mobile settings and sign it and build it. And also we will do a light baking. So, as always, I migrate my project because then I have clean project settings and I can use the mobile template from Unreal. So, I start by starting the engine. I do it in 4.25. You can do it as always. It should make no difference. Game blank, and now we choose tablet, maybe mobile tutorial, create project. So this is our project, our new one. Now we migrate the folder. Okay. Unreal mobile tutorial in the content folder or now film. So this is only because I have renamed one material. And I think I don't fix up the references, but you shouldn't have this message in the package. But it makes no difference because you don't need this. It's only a reference. So then we close this out. And now we have our map here. So, as in the last video of migration, we have to set up our settings, but at first we will do a light bake. For that we need a volume, importance volume, and we set the shape for the whole showroom. So the light baking I only do that it has a little bit better look. I think maybe you know more about light baking in Unreal as I do. Most times I bake my objects in the 3D package, the 3D software, and not in the engines. But I think I will get this done for this task. I hope. So just not too big. So maybe like this. So now I set my lights to static, skylight to static. I disable post-processing, and then I go into world settings, and here in the light mask settings I disable force no pre-computed lighting. That's on for my maps because they were for touch, and so when I click build, they don't build light maps on static objects because I have real-time light. Yes, I try now to build. So it throws an error because he don't recognize that he's building or something. So and now we have a first light map. You can look at this better if you say lightning only, but here you see the light map is baked. Maybe in the project settings, because I don't know if, I think Bloom is not supported on mobile, as I know. Also real-time ambient occlusion, I know there's a way you can get this done, but yeah, it is not at this quality where you can really use this, maybe for some things, but I always bake my ambient occlusion in the 3D package. So the bloom, I turn this off because I think that's not for mobile. So now we have 4 maps. I turn this up to 24:8. Maybe use ambient occlusion and maybe also baked ambient occlusion, and maybe I the skylight bounces because it's dark. So now it's finished. So now, oh, wonderful. So maybe it's then better with the production quality, but you see there's a light baking. What I have to say is that in the package that is in the moment online with this geometry, there you have issues if you bake, because I don't have set my UVs correct. I have done this now. I will update this soon in the package, but if you use the showroom and you do a light baking, you maybe run into problems with the UVs from the lighting. But and I think the package is made for that you use your own things, but if you want, or I will that all is correct, I will do an update on this, that you have also, like I now, a light map that is working if you want to bake this. So let us look how it looks now. It looks a little bit better, but it's dark. Maybe just go to the skylight and set this up to 5 maybe, or something like that. Build. Yes. Maybe better. Maybe on this. You can always set the increase the lighting resolution on parts of your model. Lighting resolution, just give this high because it's the biggest floor. Build again. So I don't want to go too deep with this because I think there are people out, they do it better than I do. But at last I will do a production build and see how this looks. No error. Yes, maybe better. Okay, there are many artifacts, but okay, you can crank up the resolution of things. You can do it then on your model, and maybe you know this better than I. But I think it's okay. So now we have to do the same stuff we always have to do if we migrate this project. So the level is important. Okay. Then the game mode to the showroom game mode, and the game instance to the game instance, and as always the input. We have the file you can export from the package project, and then you can import it in your project, and then all is set up. So now I went to Android platforms, config now. I set, we have to do the signing, but at first, one moment. That's always with mobile, it could be a little bit painful, but there are some things, some tricks. I don't know why some things so complicated, but the first thing you have to look for is that you have your SDK set up correctly. That's the first thing that shows error, and the second thing are the settings for the signing that can always throw errors if you don't have set it up correct. So we will do this later. Okay, sorry, I have to go to packaging. I have to go to packaging. So development, shipping, for distribution, make full rebuild for safety. So you don't need long for build if you have big problems, big projects, then. But then you know also how to deal with mobile. Sometimes heavy. So, but this should work. So now we do the signing, and there I save this, save all. There is a tutorial on the Unreal Engine documentation for distribution signing. I do it with this tutorial because then I remember also the passwords and the things. So I do it exactly like this. I have to go here in Android Studio in the bin folder. You can see I be already there, but CD thing, and then you be there. There's your key tool. This is what we use, and there is a line you have to execute to start the key tool. You can paste this in from the Unreal side, hit enter, then he asks you for a password for the signing. I do it now like the tutorial, 1 2 3 password, enter. Then you have to do it again, 1 2 3 password, enter. Then you have your first name. I use also test, test guy. Your company, my company, organization, my game, city, my city, and the example of NC state, or okay, do also NC. It's not correct, but okay. Then you have to enter the country code to go as 00. Verify. Yes. I think I have to type in German. Yeah, you have to do it in English. If the keyword is identical, then you don't have to do something, so hit enter. So, and now your keyshoot is generated, and it's generated in the folder where the key tool is. This you can copy, and you copy this into your project. Mine is where's the tutorial project here, and here under build, Android, and paste. So now the key store is there, and there you can again copy this, and then we go to Unreal, and here edit project settings, then under Android you can put in key store name, key alias, my key maybe, and here, what was it? No, I know it. 1, 2, 3 password, or but however I have to look at how it is. Oh, do it the first letter. I think it should work. I think password. I think it should work. So, and this field you can leave empty. So I think now all is set up, and you can hit save. I should just only checking if it is working. So it looks not so bad. There's ambient occlusion. There's no real-time light. So if you go deeper in with the light baking, then I think you can cool things get done. I just only thinking if I had to do something else. No. Stop it. And now I don't know if this is a bug in 4.25, but sometimes if you build and then you install on the Android device, he don't recognizes the key, but he builds without an arrow, and so sometimes I jump one time at this and one time at ASTC, and if I switch that, then it works always. So and if I do something 2 times, one, then he hits an error that he don't find the OBB and don't find the signing on the mobile device. So I don't know. Maybe there's a fix for that, but maybe this is a bug. I don't know. but I will do now, and I just check if I have my map set, because the last time I wasted so many times, and because all was black and it was on it set, only because I don't set the start map. So, and the rest should work. So file, package, Android, we do HTC, Unreal, maybe a build mobile tutorial. Okay, I took this. So now you can open the log and you will get some warnings. These warnings come from the first person character, but it is no problem. My things should not show warnings. This is also first person character, because I had to remove for Epic some things from the first person character because they don't are in use with my package, and so then I get these warnings, and I researched it, but there is not really a fix for that, but it is no problem. It's also first person. So now it's building. So, and if you type in the password incorrect, then now he will throw an error also. And also there are many things on mobile. It works. So, but we have built it, and now it was Unreal builds mobile tutorial. I think I have to remove one moment. I'm now on my phone. I can film that also. You have on your mobile phone, you have to go in settings, and you have to enable the development options, enable this, and then you have to enable the USB debugging. And also what's new is to scroll then down on your phone and go to USB standard configuration, USB standard configuration, and there you have to switch from sending data to USB tethering, and then you can use this, I think, bat files to install and deinstall your app. So okay, I don't I need to install the app, and now it's performing streamed install because on my phone all these things are enabled. Now it's on the phone, and now I start it and see if it's working. It starts, and first try working, perfect. So I will film that also for you. Maybe it's the tool where I can screen capture my handy. So these artifacts are only, I think this is the shader. This shader has something in it that mobile don't like, but it's working. All is working. Looks good. Perfect. So I hope that helps you with the package or somebody with the mobile build. Thank you for listening.